Hello and welcome back to the Achievement Planner. And today I'm coming to you with an amazing game called Forager. And I wanted to play this game. It's a crafting game, and I was like, I wonder how it is. This is by far one of my favorite games of all time. Yeah, you just get materials and craft. That's really all you do. I love it. Anyway, so let me tell you about this game. This game has 23 achievements, or does it? What does that mean? Well, here's the reality. The reality is there are actually 103 achievements, but only 23 achievements on Xbox actually are achievements you have to unlock. But I'll go over literally all of the 103 achievements. Don't worry. But I'll also explain. But yeah, 23 achievements that will unlock for you for a gift 1,000 gamer score. And I give it a 2 out of 10 difficulty because it's not actually that hard. It's just kind of difficult at times to go through the void, but I'll get to that. That's why it's a 2. Completion time about 40 to 50 hours, and playthrough number 1 is all achievements because it's just one long world, kind of, yeah. So you're on this place, you're on this one island, and you start out on this island, and then you need to buy other islands around you, which eventually will be an achievement by buying all the islands. But yeah, as you go through the islands, there are different dungeons you can go to, there are different materials you can get, there are different enemies, different NPCs, all these different things. So yeah, but you start on the first one. So category number 1, dungeon achievements, 4 achievements for 120 gamer score. And as you buy islands, you will eventually get to an ancient tomb, a crystal cave, a skull maze, and a fire temple. And guess what? Yeah, you just have to go into them and beat them all. Yeah, some of them have puzzles. No, I guess these are the ones with the enemies in them. But yeah, it was not hard. You just gotta go in and try to figure it out. And the stronger you get, the easier it's gonna be. Once you're at the end game and you're as high powered as possible, you can go in and literally not get hit. It's just amazing. Yeah, so there's that. Category number 2, item achievements. 3 achievements for 90 gamer score. So you have a lot of different items in this. You could buy them, you could craft them, all these different things. But these are the 3 in particular. Number 1, royal. Gather royal steel or royal clothing. Oh my gosh. You can also, in this game, get different abilities, kind of like skills. And one of them is to make royal steel and royal clothing. But I didn't get that achievement for making it. I actually bought it from the shop. There's a market you can get eventually, pretty early on, and I got a lot of these achievements from that because I bought the steel. Even number 3, robotic activated droid. I bought a droid from the store way before I was making droids. Yeah. So yeah. But back to number 2, gemologist. Have one of each gem in your inventory, and I thought, I don't want to miss this. I had thousands of gems. Yeah. So the gems you actually need are the ruby, topaz, amethyst, and emerald. And you can get these from killing enemies, like bosses. You can get these from mining eventually. And I really was concerned in the beginning, like first 5 hours. Am I gonna get this? I'm like, by the end, I'm like, I had so many gems. I was just selling them like crazy. So yeah, do not worry about getting this. This is all gonna be these 3 things. I feel like you're just gonna get through the game. Yeah. Category 3, NPC achievements, 2 achievements for 30 gamer score. Now, there are many NPCs, and eventually I will get to it at the end of the guide. But for now, these are the 2 that they have to do separately. Number 1, Jester, 10 gamer score, fail miserably at a trivia minigame. There's a Jester on one of the islands, and he's going to give you a quiz. And no matter what, let me just say it this way. Just answer whatever you think is the right answer and you'll get this achievement, all right? Yeah, I promise, all right? You're like, but no, just answer whatever you think. Yeah, you'll get it. Number 2, miner, 20 gamer score. Mine the giant crystal. There's another island with a giant crystal on it. Isn't that nice? Yeah. All right, so I got this, no problem. But there are people who have said if you don't talk to the NPC first that is by the crystal, then you will not get it and it'll be glitched out and you'll have to restart the entire game. All right, so make sure that you talk to the NPC by the crystal first, then mine it. All right, that's my warning about that. I didn't have a problem, but other people do. Category 4, progress achievements, 2 achievements for 60 gamer score. Number 1, and you're gonna get this as time goes on. That's why it's called progress achievement. Own 10 lands and 5,000 coins. I had literally over 1 trillion coins eventually, and I had every single land open. So yeah, you will get this. Depends how soon you want it. And 2, constructor, 50 gamer score, build 200 structures. I built, I don't know how many structures, many. So yeah, you're going to get that too. Category 5, completion achievements, 6 achievements for 300 gamer score. So now we're getting to the achievements that are a little more time consuming. Number 1, Imperialist, 50 gamer score. Actually, these are all 50 gamer score. Buy every land. So this is just money. You get money by selling things. That's how I got it originally. By the end, I had so much money. Like I said, I had over 1 trillion coins, and I was like, I have nothing to buy with it now. Yeah, but to get that money in the early stages is harder. So you want to try to get a couple things. There's a skill to make the land cheaper to buy. There's a skill for making more money. You can make banks and just have as many banks going as possible. The more banks you have next to each other, it makes more money. And there are these things called lighthouses, which actually don't affect the money. But if you put lighthouses down eventually, if you can unlock that skill, lighthouses increase the amount of everything you have that's near it, except for the banks, of course, and the money. But you could sell that stuff, and everything you sell really adds up eventually to the market. So try to get the market as soon as possible. Try to get some banks as soon as possible if you want to buy every land. And yeah, and just keep going. The more you play, you'll get money. And this will be so easy eventually. Number 2, artifact collector. Collect every artifact. All right, so this, and same thing with number 3, collect every seal. So these are things you'll get as you play and do every NPC quest and do everything. So collect every artifact. These artifacts, basically this whole category is things that I didn't really try to get. As I was playing, I kind of got it. So yeah, so this one, there are 15 total artifacts, and you get them while you're playing, and I'm pretty sure you'll just get them. Some are in big chests, some are given by NPCs for doing quests, like the fairy fountain quest, and like the wizard gives you something, the magic scepter, the princess gives you something, the goblin gives you something. So like, just keep going and doing all this. Eventually you'll get all these. The nerdy glasses, I love it. The fishnet, the skeleton mask, all these different things. Yeah, just keep playing, you will get these. And when it comes to number 3, seal collector, collect every seal. So these are things kind of like little rewards, like a medal, and you get them for beating all of the dungeons. You get them for finishing the museum. You get them for all different reasons, but you'll get the supernatural gameplay also. I didn't have to even think about getting this. So number 4, complete every museum bundle, which I actually love this achievement. I don't know why, but there are different bundles of achievements. There are 8. There are 8 of them. And so, like, basically you need to, I think it was 8. And you need to go and you need to give this dude, you need to give him all the different types of food in the game. And then that's one bundle. And then you will get an orb that powers you up once you get that. And then you have to give all the architecture stuff. You have to give all of the potion stuff. So you have to give each one of these things, and eventually it will fill the entire museum. And you will complete every museum bundle. See, there you go. And usually when you do that, you end up getting, that's where you will get like a seal, Yeah, so, but a lot of people wait till the end. I kind of did this early on, so it was done. I don't know. But I like this one. Number 5, treasure master. Open every big treasure chest. As you're playing, you will eventually get to every treasure chest. As long as you're talking to every NPC, you do every puzzle, and you go to every single dungeon, you will pretty much get every big treasure chest. Yeah, I didn't even have to look up a guide or anything. Number 6, skillful. Learn every skill. This is another thing. You'll just, as you're leveling up, there are these orbs, and they can level up either your health, your stamina, your damage, or your XP. And the XP, every time you get a new level of XP, that's when you can get a new skill. And eventually I had every skill and I was still leveling up. I mean, you stop leveling up at some point, but yeah, it was so easy to get all the skills as I played through the game. So yeah, these are all things that you're going to get that aren't going to be too difficult. All right, so category number 6, though, time-consuming achievements. 6 achievements for 400 gamer score. Number 1, trillionaire, 100 gamer score, have 1 trillion coins. Really? 1 trillion? Okay, so the way to do this is the lighthouses are the key. So the ultimate way to do this is you need to create a little space, like a square area in the middle of a whole area where there's water around it. So now what you can do eventually when you get this, you get this like drill thing. You can drill and cut out all the water around this area. You can probably see it in the video. And when you have enough money and enough materials to eventually buy enough lighthouses, you got to put as many lighthouses as possible all around this thing, because what's going to happen is if you start to do stuff like either dig with the shovel or kill enemies in this little space, everything in that space is going to multiply for each lighthouse you have. So it's going to be ridiculous amounts of materials, which is going to sell for ridiculous amounts of money. And then eventually I would go, and there were these things called shrines. I know this is a lot of information now, but as you play, you'll see. But the shrines give you extra, like, boosts. So one of the boosts, which they're random, you can pick 1 or 2 at a time. But the boosts, one of them is sell everything to the shop for double the price. And so you go to the shop, you sell everything, and honestly, you could get like $1 billion in one shot, or like a 500 million. It really does work this way, but you cannot do this in the beginning. In the beginning, you're going to be struggling to get 1,000 coins. And I might actually put up a guide for someone. This creator's awesome. He actually has really funny stuff, and he'll show you how he dug and got a trillion coins and stuff. So yeah, but that's basically how you do that. End game, you'll get it eventually. I was like, how am I going to do this? You will. Number 2, accessory collector. Collect every accessory. And also, number 3, tool collector. Collect every tool and weapon. The problem is, I had to completely upgrade every single one of them to get these 2 achievements. But yeah, so if you start out with like 1 wand, then you have to upgrade it to the next type of wand. Like the slime wand. The regular wand upgrades to the slime wand. And then the slime wand, I can't talk, upgrades to, like, I don't know, the next type of wand, and then the cosmic wand eventually. So like each one of those, but you have to do every accessory and every tool and weapon, which means you need to get a lot of materials. The hardest things you're going to need are the nuclear stuff and the void stuff and the cosmic stuff. But all of those, you could pretty much get all of it from the void, which we're going to talk about soon. Yeah, you can get almost all of that from there, and killing bosses. So, yeah, but I mean, honestly, it's not hard. You will figure out where to get it. It just takes a long time, I feel like. Number 4, production master, 50 gamer score, own 100 nuclear structures at once. So one of the things you can make is nuclear machinery. And to make nuclear machinery, you need to get nuclear fuel cells and onyx relics and cosmic steel. And these are all things you will get from, like I said, from the void and from killing bosses and stuff. To make that, once you make the nuclear machinery, basically you can just put down any 100 things. So you can put down forges, you can put down a cooking area, you can put down a sewing area, any machinery you can put down, and then you put the nuclear machinery on top of it. You like put it on it, and then once you do that, it becomes a nuclear structure. Yeah. So, and it doesn't matter what structure it is. So I actually made all my nuclear machinery first, all 100 of them, and then I added them. I just built some really, really cheap structures and then put 100 there, and then that was it. And once it was done, I actually broke them all down and got the materials back, so it was really good. All right, number 5, Void Master, 50 gamer score, reach Void level 30. So the Void is so easy to get to. You can buy a Void portal, and I bought 4 of them. I was like, oh good, I can go to the Void with this. I only needed 1 of them. I don't know why I bought 4 of them. I didn't know. So anyway, I went into the Void, and it's kind of like that. It reminds me of the Nether. It's like another world, and it's just waves of enemies. Yeah. So but you're timed. That's my problem. It is not hard. I went in. I was super strong. I was not dying. The problem was I was timed. You have to kill a certain amount of enemies in that time. But in the first 10 levels, I was like, this is so easy. Then bosses started spawning. And then by level 15, I was like, whoa, this is not okay. Because there were big bosses that were starting to spawn little ones, but I wasn't strong enough to kill the big bosses fast enough for them to not spawn. Yeah. So this took many times. Eventually, I was so overpowered that I just went in and I got all the way to 34. So it was no problem. So that's that one. These are the 5 most time-consuming achievements, not to be confused with the last one, which is the most time-consuming, which is 100 gamer score, achieve every other feat. What does that even mean? Yeah, remember how I said there were 103 achievements in this game? Yeah. Here are the other achievements. So to get every other feat, you also have to do the following things, and it says it in the menu. So the first section here is progress feats, 15 feats. You die 10 times. You might have to try to do that. Try to do that before you get too overpowered, or else it'll be hard to die. Couch 50 fish. So you have to make sure you put fish traps in the water, which let me tell you, it's the best. You can also get sand early that way. Dig up an archaeology item. So there are archaeology items that you need especially for the museum. And you could dig up an archaeology item in every single biome, and you could put a fish trap down and get an archaeology item in every fish trap in every biome. Yeah, and if you have liquid luck, this is Harry Potter, then it's much easier for you to dig up an archaeology item. You could also get it from the slot machine, by the way. You can make glass bottles, and you just have to bottle critters, so like bugs and whatever. I forget what they are. Fireflies, I don't know. Yeah, all those things you'll get. Inventory feats, 4 feats. I can't read numbers. Have 100 jelly in your inventory. 100 poop? Really? Are you kidding? 1,000 items and 5,000 items. Eventually, you will have so many items. It's ridiculous. So just keep playing the game. You'll get it. All right, dungeon feats, 6 feats. Solve the ancient galaxy puzzle, skull galaxy puzzle, frozen galaxy, fire galaxy. So you have to do all those puzzles, which you will do as you play. Complete a dungeon without taking damage. So I went back to a dungeon when I was high-powered, and it was no problem. And then the skull maze, light all the torches. So I actually did this, I think, the first time I played it, because I knew this was one of the feats. All right, challenge feats, 2 feats. Perform a challenging blood ritual, and win the Ice Wizard Challenge. This is not something that I tried to get. You will just get that as you do NPC quests and stuff. Yeah, you get challenges, basically. All right, money feats, 4 feats. But look, if you're getting the 1 trillion, you'll get those 3, obviously. These are the steps going to it. Now, make 1 million coins using banks. Guess what my last achievement was, or last feat, I should say. This one was. Yeah, so make 1 million coins using banks was really irritating. Some people say it's the hardest achievement in the entire game. I had, I don't know, like 40, 50 banks. And you put them next to each other, and you could only put 4 power plants. How do you make a power plant? You'll figure it out eventually. But once you can make power plants, you put the 4 power plants around it, and that then, when they're next to each other, will make them work the fastest and easiest. Some people say it takes 8 hours. It all depends. Just try to get as many banks as possible, put them near each other, get power plants and put those near it for up to 4, and you will just make it eventually. Alright, kill feats, 5 feats. Kill an enemy with a single arrow shot. As soon as I saw that this was one of them, I just got the arrow out, killed it. Yeah, easy. Kill 3 enemies or more with a single sword slash. I did not remember doing this. Eventually your sword is so powerful, it'll just happen. And then there's a magic deer around and giant beets, and I killed them, and I felt really bad, especially the beets, because they were like crying, and I felt really guilty. But yeah, I got those feats. Structure feats, 5 feats. Build 20 structures, of course. Win the jackpot at a slot machine. Super easy. You just have to wait till it goes. It wasn't too hard to get the jackpot. You need to buy the skill for a slot machine, though, to do the slot machine. Yeah, these are all things you'll get. Item feats, 5 feats. Use a bottled rainbow. So you can buy a bottled rainbow. I never made one. I don't know how to make one. So I bought one, used it. There you go. Got it. Have 3 bombs active at once. So you can make bombs or buy bombs. I just put 3 bombs down immediately at the same time and got it. Number 3, you get an ability to eat gems. Are you kidding? And it gives you health and stuff. Yeah, I ate a gem. Boss feats, 4 feats. So you can get the Slime King, Skeleton King, Dark Beat, and Toxic Guardian to spawn, which I did many times. You could buy them. The little scrolls with them on it, or you can make them and you just have to kill them. I killed so many. NPC feats, 11 feats. So yeah, this is just for helping all these people and talking to every NPC and completing every NPC quest. I didn't actually try to do that. Oh, no, that's not true. Number 7, help the ghost, was really hard. Only because I couldn't find the ghost. The ghost only comes out at a certain time. I think it was night. It's in like this area in the frozen biome where there's a little area in the middle, and then it appears there at some point. So yeah, the problem was I don't know if it's night or day when it appeared, because I have this lantern which makes everything light all the time. Yeah, so that's why I'm not sure. Museum feats, I already went over like the museum, but these are the 8 bundles you have to do, and as you go in, you'll see what is for each one. Yeah, the hardest one was the archaeology one, because you had to find all those archaeology items. Void feats, you're going to get this if you're getting to level 30. You just have to get to the first 3. Upgrade feats, get a void gear item, cosmic gear item, nuclear tier item. So this is when you're upgrading all those accessories and stuff that I was talking about before. And then eventually you'll upgrade all the rods that you get and upgrade a structure. Oh, if you're doing the 100 structures with nuclear power, you're going to get that. Completion feats. Build on top of every water tile. You can cover it with landfill, which, by the way, when you're in the void, you could break the land in the void to take that and bring it back and use as landfill. That's actually what I did a lot, because otherwise you can make landfill or you can buy it. But you can also put the little bridges down that you make from wood. So the sooner you do that, the better, to be honest. Number 2, find 3 secret rooms. That was not hard at all. And number 3, find every secret room. This was a little challenging. There were, I think, 4 areas, the 4 dungeons. And also, there's this other little area where this guy lets you go in his house, and then there's 1 secret room in there. Once you get the one that blows everything up, just when you go into every dungeon, just blow everything up. The skull maze, yeah, all these places. Blow all the, just shoot it at every wall, and you'll get all the secret rooms. That's the game. So yeah, I know it's 23 achievements, but at the same time, it's really 103 achievements. So there are all 103 achievements for you, and I hope you enjoy this game because it is fantastic. And I will see you next time on the Achievement Planner.